Well, Matt, this is one I think we've been looking forward to.
Yeah, this is a personal favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
There was some discussion today,
Mm-hmm.
before we started filming.
Who came up with the idea?
Yours truly.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't be more happy.
Every once in a while.
This is
even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
this is the Scotch drinkers. Scotch.
Okay.
Remember us going and saying these kind of things, and I remember you trying it. This became the bottle for Matt.
For Matt,
For Chris,
for Chris, for some other people.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely, huh?
Who are the people? Who are these people?
Well, Davina, Chris,
okay.
Major,
Really?
all family.
Wow, you guys are
Yes.
some Scotch loving people, because this doesn't, not everybody, this ain't for everybody.
No, this is not.
This is a space side. Usually they're very fruity, but this one is very malt heavy. So,
Okay.
what do you think? Mm-hmm. Space side. Beautiful amber color, huh? This is one I usually don't sit with. Sit too fast. I take my time, put a little bit of
Okay, you know I put
water.
my lips on that, right?
Huh?
You know I've been put my lips on that.
It's contaminated.
Well,
I don't have cookies.
that even
but I'm
even
just
makes
making-
it better for the video.
I'm just making sure you know that I sip from that, I partake from that.
Well,
glass.
I am thankful that this was a clean glass of
Surprised
water, because if you just go randomly picking up bottles of glasses of water in this house,
I
you might
asked.
have
I
to-
asked.
You
before-
did?
Yeah, I said
I missed it.
off camera, but
I missed
said,
it.
You missed it?
We gotta go to
You
the
said,
tapes.
I said, yeah, I got water. You said, is this glass of water? And you said, yeah. But I said, probably you didn't see the lip marks on it.
Didn't matter. It's good.
All right, it's all good. Like I said, I don't have cooties. But I
No.
know.
No, not at all. This isn't the first time. Hmm. What do you think of it?
I always like it.
How would you describe it? Smoky at all to you?
No, no smoke.
No smoke.
No smoke.
As is usual with the space size, fruity.
I was gonna say maybe a little apple.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if that's what I'm picking up exactly, but
Mm-hmm.
not very. Usually get like a lot of vanilla, but it's not
Nope. Not too much vanilla on this one.
not too much vanilla. It's I don't want to say dry, but kind of dry.
A little bit of dry. Yeah, I get that.
So
The finish is long, but it's got a gingery end to it. It's not like, it's kind of got a little bit of spice, a little bit of a chili pepper on the finish when it's all done. Just sits there in the tongue. It's oily, which I like. I like the
yeah, definitely
heavily
oily.
ones. Yep.
Yeah, definitely oily.
So the mouthfeel is really solid. But this isn't one that I often recommend to the newbies, but this is one that
Well, there's
you're
a
a
back.
Scotch guy for sure, because
This-
you went right to this.
There's a backstory to this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, the backstory, if you recall,
Mm.
one day I get a call on a Saturday.
I don't know anyone that would call you on a Saturday over whiskey.
Yeah, it's off hours. I get a call and says, "Hey, need you to pick me up a bottle?" And I said, "Sure. What do we talk about?"
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
So you sent the picture, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and so I picked up the bottle for you. And then, remember the Super Bowl and the Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Bucks? Well, we won't talk about exactly how that bet ended, but there was a little gentleman's wager, and we were at one of the local places, and I mentioned, "Hey, there's that bottle that you had me buy," and you being you would just say, "Yeah, whatever," and you kept going, doing your thing.
I don't know what he's talking about, anybody.
Well, needless to say,
Yeah.
I started talking about that bottle because I was like, "Why? On a Saturday night, you're having me go to the store it must be a pretty special bottle.
It is.
So then I started thinking maybe I should have that bottle.
Mm-hmm.
My wife said, "Hey, well, maybe we should go get it."
Mm-hmm.
So we went to go get it, but you had already gotten it.
I am offended by this story.
But I tell you what,
lies and slander.
as the stories continued, I trust me, I got them back a couple times. I clapped back.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do such a thing.
I ended up locating. I met about actually the original store that you had sent me to. I ended up locating it there.
Yeah.
And shoot, the guy. Remember the guy, my neighbor?
Yep.
I turned him onto that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he helped me with something one day, and as a little thank you.
But he's digging it.
Yeah, he digs it. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we dug into it right away.
So is it
I don't know.
discontinued?
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes and no, but I know you know a little bit more about it than I do. So.
No, but I think I was intrigued by that that link you sent me about this being discontinued.
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
There's, if I'm not mistaken, and forgive me because I'm driving.
Allegedly.
Allegedly driving.
Allegedly. I wouldn't admit to anything like that.
But it was something to do with the ABV was a little bit less on the newer bottles.
Okay.
And so
This one is 46,
Okay.
right where a Scotch should be.
okay,
Actually 48. Look at this.
and maybe the new one's 46.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen a new one. This is a 2020 bottle. We just discovered that tonight.
But in
I've always
2016,
loved it. Yeah.
they changed things in
Right.
2016.
Used to be a 15 year.
Okay, yeah.
Now it's a 16.
Okay,
And they have the 23. I believe there's an 18 and a 21.
and there's a bunch of, if I understood correctly, there's a bunch of independent bottlers that
Yes.
actually use the Longmorn name.
Yes.
So
It used to be part of the Glenlivet family.
okay,
Glen Grant.
I saw something about Shivers Brothers as well.
They owned it.
Okay, all right. So
And then I believe either Picard owns it or man, now you got me thinking. I believe it might even be Seagram's.
okay,
But this is one of the ones that every time I have it, I'm like, I don't know why we're not drinking this more. Right?
it gets me to the destination, my friend.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about this. Other things I can sip and sip and sip, and no big deal. I get a couple sips of this, and that's woo.
It doesn't get enough love at all. No one talks about it. I mean,
Yeah,
in circles
we,
of really
we talk about it.
right,
It's
but
a-
going places, you never see this in a bar anywhere. If I walked into a bar and I saw this, I'd be
Yeah.
like, well,
It's kind of like one of these if you know, you know kind of scenarios.
that's it.
But this is a big deal
Mm-hmm.
with our circle.
Mm-hmm.
Now comes the important time. What say you? 1 to 5.
This is a 5. This is a 5 for me. It's always it's always so good.
Yep.
I'm always impressed. You don't always see it, but when you see it at the store, I'm almost like, even though I have extra bottles, I'm like, I gotta buy it.
It almost
it is.
impressive in a kind of way. It's like, ooh, you got a long one?
Yeah.
You know about this?
Yeah.
I agree. This is the first perfect score
Yep.
on the.
Price, availability is low. I guess you could say that would be a hindrance against it. Maybe a point down.
I think I spent my bottle at the time was probably $90.
Yep.
I
That's a
think it's
great price.
like 118, 120, something like that
Yep.
right now.
It's definitely gone up.
But when you see it, it's usually if you see it, you buy it in a scenario.
Yep.
So, all right, that's the long one.
Here we go.
Cut.